Friends, Romans and countrymen, lend your ears to me a minute. Don't lend them to that Brutius. You'll never get 'em back again. Yes, you, Brutius. It's me, your old mate Julius. You know, the one you went and stuck with your blooming gladius. You said you were my amicus, and I believed you, Brutius. But I would not trust you now, as far as I could chuck you us. You cannot trust that Brutius. All he ever did were lie to us. If I weren't dead, I'd kick him up his Maximus bloody Plutinus. That soothsayer was right. Beware the Ides of March. I should have got a takeaway. Stayed in with the wife.
So let's sing a song of praise to one larger than life in many ways. Young Daniel Lambert was an ordinary sort, excelling in all manner of sport, skilful at riding of a horse or swimming up and down the Saw. But sadly, very, very soon, he began to expand like a balloon, piling on pound after pound, and so became extremely round. And after this its course had ran, he became England's heaviest man, though this record no longer stands, beaten by several Americans. Full 50 stones and more he weighed, which to his hunting soon put paid. A mystery strange this new largeness, as he did nothing to excess. Now like his grandfather and father before, a very important role he bore, and did his job very well as keeper of the county Bridewell. And those in his care generally agreed that Daniel was a fair man indeed. But then he lost his situation because of an amalgamation, and must now his living earn, and to other things his hand must turn. He'd float on his back in the river Saw, carrying 20 children there or more. And once with a bear he dared a fight, and put that creature soon to flight. Yet, in spite of discomfort and of pain, a jovial chap Daniel remained, full of wit and conversation, belying his sad situation. But eventually he felt obliged, though swallowing no doubt his pride, to bring in the old LSD, an exhibit he would have to be. To London he would boldly go and display himself as a circus show, to charge a shilling for a peek at this one of nature's freaks. At least it brought the money in, some of life's comforts for to bring. But in the end, needless to say, a mere 39 he passed away, in Stamford, where he lies to this day. A full 20 men had to be found to lower his coffin into the ground, but we are now proud to add his name to our Legends Hall of Fame. Daniel Lambert.
Hi, it's Rue here. I wrote this from the perspective of the woman in the photo in London in the 1940s, but also reflecting on how the women of Iran might be feeling today, and Gaza and all other war zones in the world. It's called Bombed. They've bombed us. We wondered when our time would come. Trying to keep my children safe. We're alive, but the people next door are dead. I hemmed those net curtains by hand. I was house proud. I dusted every day, and now look at it, everything in ruins. Where are we going to sleep tonight? Oh, what have I done to deserve this? I've had these chairs since we were married. The furniture's all in the street. What's going to happen if it rains? My children are terrified. They ask, Mummy, when will the bombing stop? And I don't know the answer. I'm so stressed and so weary. The water main has been fractured. We don't even have the basics. There's no privacy, no security. Lack of sleep has caused me a throbbing headache. We struggle on. I'm trying to hide my tears. But it seems so unnecessary, all this destruction. There must be a better way for human beings to resolve their differences instead of bombing from the sky and leaving ordinary people's lives in tatters.
The Classics reduced by me. Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. He were poor, he had no cash. They throwed him out of his council flat. She were rich, a right old croaker, and he done her in with his landlord's poker. But guilt and worry ruled his mind. So he confessed, I done the crime. They tried him guilty, they said. They hung him up till he were dead. So then he found a sort of peace. He paid the price. Release. Remember that old adage, the one in which they say, it's the rich what gets the pleasure and the poor what gets the blame. Let's change it just a bit. Let it be our clarion call. It's the rich what gets the poker and a bloody good job and all.
Kite dancing, graceful in the wind. But dancing is for people, women, children, men. Why are you dancing, Kite? You're not a man. That's right, said Kite. I'm not a man. I'm just dancing. While I can.
Talk dead fast like John Cooper Clarke. Deliver my message with a short, sharp bark. Make as much sense as a sundial in the dark. I'm an alternative poet. I got tight black jeans on spindly legs. I express myself, man, shoot straight from the head. No one hears a bleeding word that I said. I'm an alternative poet. Me old hippie image I had to discard, so I burnt me joss sticks and tried to look hard. It told me to in me tarot cards, said go and be an alternative poet. They say it's a movement, revolutionary art, but when you've had enough drugs, it's not that hard. Shove over Shakespeare, here's the psychedelic bard. I'm an alternative poet. I'm trying to sign a contract, I'm into the hype. I really got the bug, man, I'm learning to type. Oh, crun, wallop, nigh blipe, I'm an alternative piot. They say we're all the same, Cooper Cart clones with spiky hair and scruffy clothes. We've all got something wrong with our nose. It's a sinus of the times, I suppose, when you're an alternative poet.
"What a clever little chap I am," said the zippy little man, "with this clever little gadget I'm holding in my hand. I'd like to tell the world at large being Einstein is a doddle. It does all my thinking for me, and I got the latest model. Well, let me tell you something. You're way off beam, old son. Your smartphone just enables you more stupid to become. So do everyone a favour, and just once for a change, switch off your clever gadget and learn to use your brains."